Well, hi everybody, I got a bit of a talking head style video for you. It's just a shortish video. I hope it'll be short anyway. A few things to talk about, mainly regarding my YouTube channel. There are going to be some changes I'm making to it. The reason being, my channel's a variety channel. Let's go this way. Out with the dogs. Zita's pulling like a good one. I'm a variety channel, and it does appear that variety channels don't do as well as channels that stick to one subject, one topic, and upload regular content on that topic. And I've actually noticed over the years that when I put on certain videos, namely ham radio Morse code videos, I actually lose subscribers. My YouTube channel, Wiltshire Man, started off as a ham radio channel. That was my very first video that I uploaded. Dogs are going bonkers. They're enjoying themselves. I can't let little Zita off the lead because she has a habit of scarpering, and she's got no records, literally none. So I decided I'm going to upload my ham radio content on a different channel. I've already created that channel. It's an old dormant channel that I had from years ago. There's nothing on it, but it's simply called Wiltshire Man's Ham Radio Channel. So any amateur radio, Morse code, anything to do with that is now going to be uploaded to that one channel. There'll be no more amateur radio content on the Wiltshire Man channel. So if you're here just for the Wiltshire Man channel, just to watch amateur radio content, then by all means unsubscribe from this channel and check out my other channel, Wiltshire Man's Ham Radio Channel. I think that's what I called it. Right. Really beautiful evening. This is one of the one of the pastures at Stratton Woods rather. Beautiful, isn't it? Really beautiful. Lucky to have it on my doorstep. So just briefly going back to the amateur radio content again, I did have, I think some people, you get all sorts of people, different outlooks on life, and I get it. I kind of understand what they're seeing when they're not aware of my history, my past, and then suddenly I put up a radio related channel and blatting away at Morse code at sort of 35 to 40 words per minute, and it can seem like I'm a bit of a show off. I'm not, I'm just uploading stuff that I do. That's all I'm doing, it's just what I do. I don't mean to come across like that, but I did get a negative comment from some guy, an expat, and he's moved to Thailand, I think, and he left a horrendous comment. I had to remove his comment, and obviously a person that leaves a comment like that, there's no point in going in to tell you what he said, but it wasn't nice. It says as much about them as anything really, and to leave a comment like that, they're obviously not in a good place themselves, and the best thing to do is to remove that person from the channel. So he was blocked, not willingly, but it protects him and it protects me from those negative comments. And you do, unfortunately, when you upload to YouTube, you're exposing yourself to the world in a way, and you're going to get negative comments, but you're going to get a lot of positive comments, and a lot of the comments that I do get are positive, and I'm very grateful to and glad to read them. But unfortunately I do get a small minority of negative comments, so people that do leave those comments unfortunately are just blocked. They won't know they've been blocked, but they're gone. They're gone for good, and I'll never interact with them again under that channel name that they've created. Well, that's out of the way. A worrying trend. So just whilst we're talking about that, a worrying trend that I've come to find out recently. I might be totally wrong here, but normally I sit in my, I want to go that way, but we've got a puddle and my boots aren't particularly waterproof, so we'll find a different route. I sit in my little corner of the dining room generally. That's where my little office Radio Shack computer is. That's where I tend to watch most of my YouTube videos, and I'm in my own little comfort bubble. I watch the channels I watch. I don't really tend to watch too many other channels. There's not enough time really, and but in the evening, since Mandy's not been well, I've been going into the living room in the evening, and she really has stopped watching terrestrial TV, and now she likes watching the YouTube as well. And I let her watch what she wants to watch, and she watches completely different channels based on the same topics, bushcraft, the outdoors, etc., and things like that. And I've noticed a trend, and it's this, that there's a lot of new channels starting up, doing similar content like wild camping, outdoors, all that sort of stuff, and they're getting mega views, and they're only, when you click on them on their channel, you find that they've only got small numbers of subscribers, sometimes less than 1,000 subscribers. I can't give you any examples off the top of my head, because I don't tend to watch those channels, and I just, as I say, go into the living room, watch TV for a little bit with Mandy. She watches her channels. I take no notice of it really, and just I enjoy some of the channels. Some of the content's quite good actually. There's a lot of really nice videos coming up from these new YouTube creators. They're only small channels, but I'm gobsmacked that they're getting sort of like 30 or 40,000 views, and sometimes they've only got 1,000 subscribers. And I'm thinking, YouTube might hate me for saying this, but I think the YouTube algorithm is feeding a lot of views their way, because when they are a small channel like that, they're not monetized, and so they can put a lot of adverts on their videos, and they haven't got to pay them any ad revenue. Whereas someone like myself is a bit more established with monetization, I think my views are somewhat suppressed, and I'm seeing it with other channels of my size as well that are growing slowly. Don't get me wrong, I'm very grateful for what I've got, because I've got a big channel compared to some. I know some, like my friend Cy Rialabrand, he's been going just as long as me, and I think I don't think he's got a couple of thousand subscribers yet. So go and check him out, Simon Rialabrand. Send him some love and subscribe to his channel. It's a good channel. He does some really honest content, but his channel hasn't grown, just hasn't grown. So I think what I'm trying to say is, I think that YouTube isn't a level playing field. I noticed from the analytics, my videos get promoted for 4 hours. After 4 hours they flat top, and then after 2 or 3 days, generally that's it, they're finished. And I found that if I want to try and build the channel up, I've got to do 2 or 3 videos a week. So I tried that in the couple of months preceding Christmas, and I had content, had ideas, and I thought, I can make a video with that. And I really went to town and tried to put up a video 2 or 3 times a week to please the algorithm. Basically, what happened to me is that I got onto the hamster wheel, the YouTube hamster wheel, trying to feed the insatiable algorithm, and as a consequence I just burnt out, and I lost enjoyment value, become disenchanted with YouTube, and burnout is a thing, and it happens to us all, and it makes me question and think, when you're building a YouTube channel, the content you upload to YouTube isn't just your content anymore, it becomes YouTube's content as well. And you're basically, as I've heard a good mate of mine, Mike, MCQ Bushcraft, say a few years ago, you're building a business in someone else's back garden, and they can pull the rug from under your feet at any time, and your channel can just crash, and there's nothing you can do about it. Which leads me on to think about the channels that have done well, and there have been a few, that started up after me. Some of them started up after me, and they've gone really, really big. In some cases 1 million or 2 million subscribers. Some of them are genuine, and they've done really well, and are good to watch, and they deserve it. And others, there's one channel that I watch, I think he's got over 2 or 3 million subscribers, and his view count, when you look at his view count, he's only getting between 20 and 40,000 views. Now for a channel that size, that's a tiny percentage of their subscription that are watching their videos, and I think to gain that size of channel, they've used nefarious ways to do it, whether they've either purchased subscribers or something else, but anyway, I can't work it out. I don't quite know what's going on. I might be totally wrong, but it's not a level playing field. And the other thing I want to talk about whilst I'm in this reflective mode is freedom. I'm approaching retirement now. I'm 64 this year, and for every month that goes by, it's a month that I'm closer to retirement, and it's a month more that the small pension pot that I've got grows a little bit bigger, and it's a month less that I need to use that pension pot money. So I've heard it called Foxtrot Oscar money. You get what I mean by Foxtrot Oscar, don't you? It's like if you go and work for a boss, and you hate the job, you hate the boss, but you've got a big pension pot, and at any time you can just say to that boss and to that job, Foxtrot Oscar, I'm off. And that's the power that Foxtrot Oscar money has, and I'm nearly there. I'd like to continue as I am for now. I'm making knives, as some of you might know. I only work part-time as a knife maker now. I literally only work mornings, and then the rest of the time I'm a carer for my wife. But the crossover between being able to sustain myself without having to work and needing to work is ever closer, literally month by month now. Look at that lovely view, long shadows, look. The main driving force for making YouTube videos for me is I do enjoy it. I enjoy the interaction through the comment section, but it's increasingly hard to make time to answer everyone's comment. In fact, I can't do it no more. I could literally spend 12 hours a day just replying to comments, and it just eats into my time. So there's a balance. I've got to find a balance with it, and I think the run up to Christmas, that balance was upset, and it sort of I just realised it's not sustainable. I can't answer everybody's comment. Grateful for the comments, but if you do leave one, I'll try and read it. I'll try and reply to it if necessary, but I can't, not always. Sometimes I'll leave a heart, and if you see a heart next to your comment, I might well have loved that comment, but really it just signifies to me and to you that I've read your comment. Really, some comments I don't like at all, but I'll leave a heart. And as I say, if some comments are really derogatory, that person just gets blocked and they won't know they've been blocked. Not sure how I'm coming across on this. 12 minutes into the video, or nearly 13 minutes into the video. I don't know if I'm coming across well or not. I don't find it often easy to talk to the camera like this. But anyway, it is from the heart. So yeah, I just wanted to put it out there that there's probably going to be fewer uploads. I couldn't maintain the pace, the amount of uploads I was doing. I just simply couldn't do it, and it was costing me time, and it was eating into the available time that I had also from my other work, and as a result of that, you know, it was just that door was just, the YouTube door was just there, and it was sort of like kind of opening, and I thought, well, if I push it, let's just see if it opens. So I pushed it and it opened a bit, and then I sort of met a huge resistance, really. So back to doing perhaps one video a week. As I say, no more amateur radio content on the Wiltshire Man channel. Wiltshire Man channel will just be cycling, outdoors, wild camping, motor camping, motorcycling and that sort of thing. Nothing else. So you're going to get your fix, you're going to get what you expect to come here for, and that's that. On the camping front, on the camping front, as you know, I'm a carer for my wife now. I've got these two beautiful dogs that need a lot of exercise. Literally, I could walk them 10 miles a day and it wouldn't be enough. So I've got a lot of constraints. I can't just go away. I can't go overnight camping unless I leave very late and then come back very early, which I have done on one or two occasions. But I did mention my son's coming back with his partner to live with us. We've got two spare bedrooms. So he's coming back on the 1st of February. Zita's got a sniff, look. She's a proper scallywag, she is. What is it, Zita? What you see? What is it? What is it then? Come on. He's coming back to live with us on the 1st of February with his partner. And that will mean two things. I'll get a bit of rent off of them. So he's going to pay rent, which would be useful because in this day of ever increasing expenses, every little helps. So a bit of rent money, and he will be around, or his partner will be around to be with Mandy, which will enable me to get away for more extended periods, maybe even a 2-day or 3-day little adventure somewhere. Got some plans for motor camping, got some plans for bike packing in the back of my head somewhere. That's what I want to do. I really want to get away. It's been frustrating since Mandy had her surgery. It's been very frustrating. I haven't been able to get out. Let's go this way. Zita loves to pull when we come into the wooded area. There's something about it. She gets the sniffs and then she gets going. There's not a lot in here really. So anyway, it's all going to happen next month. So that's it. I think I said enough. I've probably fallen out with a few people. Oh, another thing. Whilst I'm on this, according to a few people, I put my foot in it, talking about politics. I had a comment from someone about politics. I don't really talk a great deal about politics. You've got the sun. let's go back this way. I'm not really. I have got political opinions. They probably align with a lot of you, but some of you they don't. My son told me a very wise thing once. He said the best friends you can have are the friends that you can't offend. So you can say what you like, be who you are, do what the hell you want, and you won't upset or offend that person. That is a true friend when you think about it. My friend Eddie Mac Tightwad, he's a squaddy, and he comes out with some stuff, I'll tell you. But I just accept him. And he's a lovely guy. I know that if I was really down on my luck and I was really down and out, I know I could rely on Eddie. I know he'd accept and help and just do the best he could, and I'd do the same for him. There's that old thing, isn't there, amongst gentlemen? You don't say anything bad. You might not agree with somebody, but they're free to express their opinion. So anyway, what I'm saying is that if any of my content has offended you, then by all means, right, I said it. I wonder how many people will clear off now. That's it. Value your freedom. It's the most precious thing you've got. Don't let anything get in the way of it. And that includes YouTube. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now. This looks interesting, doesn't it? Water. Now we'll go this way, sweetheart. Good girl. Come on then.